Good evening and welcome to Hector's Diaries. Not to be confused with Hector's Diarrhea, which is something very different. Today I'm going to be talking about taxes. 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 So you may be wondering, what exactly are taxes? Well, I'll tell you. Texas is one of the United States. It's right down there on the border by Mexico and, what else is down there? Louisiana and Alabama, Puerto Rico and Kenya, New Zealand. Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh.
No, Texas is not a state of the United States. No, that's actually Texas. Just so you get your facts straight, I was tinkering with your mind there just for entertainment value, you know. Taxes are stupid. Taxes are extra money you gotta pay out of the money you normally pay for stuff that you buy. So anyway, taxes. Tax money goes to the government, and then the government uses it for their own purposes. You don't get to decide what happens to your tax money. They make the choice for you. So that little orange-colored pony I've always wanted, the government's not going to buy me that with the tax money, as much as I would like them to. No, they're going to spend it on stuff like fixing roads and making better towns and homes for people. But if you ask me, the orange pony should be a way higher priority on their list. It should be like number one or at least number two, except not literal number two, because there's another. So taxes, you may be wondering, why do they suck so much? It's because they're taxes. Taxes have always been stupid, and they probably always will be. I mean, if they had an IQ, it would probably be -5 or -4,375,643.99998734565. And that's precision right there now, isn't it? Yes. I value precision very much. Even more than I value Fritos corn chips. Yummy stuff. But I digress. So aside from taxes, I thought I'd just use this video to ask you how you're doing. How are you? How have you been? How's your family? How's your pet wombat doing? I really want to know these things. I want to get close to you because you're my buddy. You're my companion. You're my comrade. You're my friend. You're my... So anyway, I just remembered. The weirdest thing happened to me today. So I was at Walmart the other day. I was buying, what was I buying? I think cherries? No, lawnmower. Got me a brand new spanking lawnmower. It mows lawns like you wouldn't even believe. When I put it on my lawn and I let go of it, it mowed it on its own. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to push a button. I didn't have to tell it mow my lawn. It just did it on its own. Yeah. So I'm in line. I'm waiting my turn at the cash register. There's some clerk at the cash register. It's taking forever. So anyway, I'm buying my lawnmower. I slap it right up there on the counter, and she says, "Get that thing down off the counter. It's too big for the counter. It's gonna break something." And I'm like, "No, it's not. There's a guarantee right in the lawnmower that says this lawnmower will not hurt anybody." So I took it off and I paid for it. It was I forget the price. I think it was like $176, but that's a pretty good deal, you know. I mean, with the economy being how it is, all sucky and crappy and poo-licious and all that good stuff. So I bought the lawnmower and I was walking out the door and suddenly this person stops me and they're standing in my path and they're taller than me, kind of intimidating. And I said, "Why did you just step into my path?" And the person says, "I stepped into your path because you just bought a lawnmower and I don't like people who buy lawnmowers." Except they didn't say it quite like that. They kind of had a deep voice, so they were saying it like, "I don't like people who buy lawnmowers. I don't like people who buy lawnmowers." And so I'm thinking to myself, who would not like someone who buys a lawnmower? I mean, us lawnmower buying folk, we're really friendly people. We care about the world. We pay our taxes. This guy, he's giving me trouble. I mean, he apparently wants me to get rid of my lawnmower even though I just bought it, and I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I love my lawnmower. So I tell him, my lawnmower is mine. You ain't getting it. Ain't nobody else getting it, cause it's my lawnmower, and it's gonna mow my lawn, and it ain't gonna mow your lawn. It ain't gonna mow your lawn. The guy, he apparently didn't like the tone of my voice, because there it goes with his deep voice again saying, you better get rid of that lawnmower, or I'm gonna kick you in the... And then I'll censor the word he said after that, because it's not really the type of word you put in these public videos, you know. So anyway, this guy's still not getting out of my path, and I really want him to get out of my path, because I mean, he's a huge guy. If I tried to fight him, I'd probably end up a puddle of goo on the ground, and you know, the maintenance people at Walmart, they'd come sweep me up like I was a piece of popcorn or something, dump me in the trash can, ship me off to some landfill. These details are kind of excessive, I suppose, but I just like to be really specific, you know. Really specific. The guy, he's still not letting me buy. And so I tell him, get out of the way, or I'm gonna have to ask you 3 more times, and it'll take up all your time, and you'll get so irritated that you might just die right here. But apparently he was not even intimidated by that threat. I mean, I thought it was a really good threat, but he did not, apparently. So, I mean,